Thanks for stopping by at Twisted Art Designs. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that in just about every video, at the end of my videos, I always say, go make some art because art soothes the heart. I started making videos about between 7 and 8 years ago. My pain management doctor recommended art for pain management for issues with my back. I've had back surgeries, and I had discovered Tamara Lepore, Jane Davenport, and a few others, Teesha Moore, and I started doing art journaling, and then I started making videos. So if you go on my channel, you will see that I've got close to 400 videos that have got all kinds of different mixed media art and artwork on it. And I always say art soothes the heart because it does. Art for me is what I use for pain management. It is great for people with anxieties, depression, all kinds of stuff. So I created, I'm sure some of you have already seen it, but if you're new to my channel, I created a coffee mug that says art soothes the heart, and it's got cute art supplies, and it's got a mandala that I drew a couple years ago with dragonflies. And these coffee cups are available in my shop, so there will be a link in the description box if you'd like one of these art soothes the heart mugs. It just makes you feel so good when you're sitting down to create and you've got this beautiful mug to inspire you with your tea, your coffee. There's also a travel mug if you like cold drinks with the same image designs on it. So check that out in the shop and grab your mug or grab your travel mug and let's go make some art together because art soothes the heart. Today I'm going to do a little, one of the little flaps in my Teesha Moore style journal. I like these half-page flaps that book creates, and it's a perfect spot for me to do a little layout here with one of the queens from my Queen Collection digital that I showed in the last video. I'm going to use the Queen Bee. So I have got her here, and then I've got this cool body. This was from, I don't know if this came out of a Juxtapose magazine, probably would be my guess, but it's a dress someone made that is like quilted, and then all over her body she's covered in bees. So if you can see, she is absolutely covered in live bees. So I thought she would be so cute to be used with that queen bee head where it's got bees and her beehive hairdo and her honeycomb earrings. And then I'm going to use magazine collage to put legs on it. And the background, I'm going to use paint and a stencil that looks like honeycomb. I'm going to have some pop-up bees on the page. It'll be really cute. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out the face from the FaceUps number 9 collection, and there's a link in the description box if you're interested in the FaceUps. I'm going to find some cute magazine legs, and then I'm going to paint my background. So I'm going to put down a layer of paint and then use a honeycomb stencil over it to make the background kind of honeycombed, and I might even do some honey looking drips and things. I'm not sure, but I'll show you as I play around on this little journal page. I found this cute image of these lace-up sneakers that are like knee-high sneakers, and they're going to be really cute on this girl, so that's what I'm going to use for her feet. So I have an array of stencils that have like a honeycomb pattern to them. This one is kind of a regular size. This one has a really small honeycomb pattern and a bee. I think that probably came from like Walmart or something. And I've got this pretty one that's got a bee and it's got flowers at the bottom, but I don't think I want flowers on the page. And this was from a Liquitex Basics paint set that I got for my birthday years ago, and this was on box, and I cut it out, so this is just the cardboard that was on the outside box of the Liquitex paints, and it looks like a large-sized honeycomb pattern. I just love that, so I saved it to use as a stencil. And what the idea I just had is that I'm going to use that down the edge of the page somehow. I might just put it like this and draw it in pencil, and I'll cut this edge to make the edge look like honeycomb, and then maybe use the smaller pattern in the back, and then maybe the larger one on a separate piece of paper and pop it up. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use all the different sizes, and this one is going to become a honeycomb border along the edge. So I love how that came out. I used this and traced it along the edge and cut it out so it made a honeycomb across the edge of the page. And I think what I'm going to do with this is make a separate piece. I'm going to do the background and make a separate piece that I lay over this and add it to it. I think that's what I'm going to do with that. Years ago, I did a video with a whole bee spread idea with bees on little springs that pop up out of the page and things, and I think it even had a bee spinner on the page, and I'm going to link that in the description box because it was a good video and it had a lot of really fun things if you're going to do a bee themed page. And if you've purchased the Queen's Collection and you want to make a queen bee that is a beekeeper kind of queen, you might want to watch that video too for some ideas. So I'll link it in the description box. If you don't know how to find the description box under the title of this video, you just tap on the ... more and it'll open up a box off to the side where it has the whole description of this video with links to products, links to items that I use, art supplies that I use, and things that I have an affiliate link to, and things like that where it's a video that I'm mentioning, and I'm linking that video in there so that you can find that video and watch it as well, because just giving you some bee themed art journal layout ideas. So I took that Liquitex cardboard and I did it on a piece of heavy duty cardstock with a couple different colors of paint for some depth, and then I used colored pencil in between to make the darker in between and cut it out, and then it's going to get glued into place along this border. But look how cute that's going to be. I love it. I love it when I get an idea or I have a vision for something and it turns out the way I want. I think that's just going to be so cute. And then I think I'm going to use Nuvo drops and make it drip down and look like honey. So I created my character with her cute shoes, the dress. I added some trim. I glued on some trim at the bottom of the dress. And then the FaceUps face. And then inside this border here, I did the title of "In a World Full of Worker Bees, Be a Queen Bee and Stand Out." So that's going to be really cute. So now I'm going to shade this body, add some embellishments and things to it, and finish up this page. I used Ranger Glossy Accents on her crown to make it shiny and make it look more realistic. I like to use Spectrum Noir glitter ink on the bee's wings, and it just makes them, it's just got a clear base to it with some sparkle in it, and I just take a brush and add that to bee's wings, and it makes them look iridescent and real. So I'm going to do that to the little bees. All these little touches, I think, are what make your page look so pretty and special. Here's the completed page. I've added some flowers. These little flowers were like little Jolie flowers that have glitter in the middle of them. Had a package of those, so I added flowers. I rubber stamped some bees, so there's a bee there, and then I put a big queen bee popped up where it says queen bee. I added a bee on a spring, So I've got a little pop-up bee. She's holding a flower, and there's a pop-up bee like this that's springy that can pop up from that flower. I added some little flat back gemstones to the middle of the flowers, and then I've added Spectrum Noir glitter ink to all the bee wings. I used a bright orange colored pencil to add some pops of bright orange, a black colored pencil to add some shadows, so there's orange pops of color and shadows. So, and I'm using Nuvo drops. This is the Jewel drops, and the color is orange marmalade, and it kind of looks like honey. So what I want to do with this is to make some drips and drops to make it look like drops of honey. So I forgot to add that, and so I'm going back and doing that now, but see what that looks like? It looks like honey dripping from the honeycomb. Obviously, you're not going to do your page exactly like mine. My showing you is just to inspire you. It's to inspire you in a fun way of using the queen bee from the digital set of the queen bees, and to make a queen bee page in your art journal. It's just something fun to do. So I hope this inspired you, and you go play in your art journal today and make something fun, make some art, because art soothes the heart, and I appreciate you stopping by.